this next one was requested by Brock. Let's dive deep into this one. This looks quite strong. Alright, so this is a fully upgraded town hall which will blow up immensely. So the scatter shot are level 2, both of them. The eagle are maxed. Walls are awesome. So this is quite a strong base. I wouldn't expect Brock to take 3 stars here, but let's have a look. So I guess, so with the Electro Dragons, I think these Infernos are quite strong. But of course, sure, one Expo here shoots only ground, but these two shoot up. I'm not even sure from which direction I would attack. Most likely maybe from here to try to take these out as quickly as possible. And we also have the clan castle here. But let's see what Brock does. So he starts the funneling here with one Electro Dragon. And he gets like 5 buildings or something. Alright, because he don't want them to slide into the side there. This is fine too, I guess, because if you go this way, you will still land on the town hall, of course, because it's in the middle. But you can take out this one and the eagle and the 2 scatter shots, which is fine. And then maybe your heroes can deal with this one and the CC troops. So the War Wrecker paves way for the heroes to go into the middle. That's always good. I actually, when I'm farming with Electro Dragons, I usually use a War Wrecker as well, because it's so handy for the heroes to just go inside. Usually though, I use the champion on a separate course for funneling, usually. And here comes the CC troops, nothing special. Does he activate? No, he didn't activate it in time, I guess, so all the troops inside the War Wrecker got quite damaged and bruised and died almost instantly here. But otherwise, this is what I would expect from my Electro Dragon attack, to be honest. When I'm farming with Electro Dragons, I actually use healers to queen walk through parts of their base. Let's check that one again. So, I'm not sure, but I'd say that these two are kind of exposed. So with a queen walk, you might be able to wipe all this out. It's the same on this side. Maybe he didn't activate his Grand Warden when the town hall blew up. Wow, did he activate the Grand Warden here? Alright, well that's quite the major mistake. I don't know why he chose to do that. Let's see again. So if you would take a queen walk here with healers, she could probably by herself take all this section out without any problem. And then you can funnel with this one as well, just as it does. And then everything would just go into the middle. So I'm not sure they're just to deploy all the dragons so close to each other. Maybe they're, I don't know how the Electro Dragon mechanic work, if they overlap each other. Maybe the structures have so much HP it doesn't really matter, but that's something I would actually think about. And here he activates it because the Eagle artillery comes down, and most likely because this air defense is shooting as well. But now he doesn't have it for anything in the core, which is usually where you want it. The champion took out the air defense there, perfect. I would say the biggest problem with this attack was probably the early Grand Warden usage. Because now there's just nothing to stop this one from blowing up, damaging all his loons here. And then the clan castle troop died and froze all his units, so he got to take even more DPS, and then the attack is over. All in all, 66% isn't as bad, especially with Electro Dragons. I think it's quite okay versus this base. And let's end with one that surprised me a little bit here. Because we can see he still has his bowlers, right? But he have changed out the wall wrecker to the new one. That is actually super shitty most of the times, but not in this case. And I want to explain why here. Zarec most likely just want to take a 2-star here, right? So that's why he cannot go from this angle, which might have been preferred because there's a lot of DPS here in this line. And if you want to use the War Wrecker, it's actually better to go through a few walls here for free. But instead, a certain 2-star, or certain, we can always mess up like he did in the last one, but then we most likely start the funneling here, and then funnel our troops in this way. But then we won't need the Wall Wrecker now, do we? Because we all know the Wall Wrecker breaks as soon as it hits the Town Hall. And it's not really that impressive just to kill a little hole in this wall. So he took the new one, which deploys you a free P.E.K.K.A. and some wizards as well, especially when it's maxed. So your army actually becomes a higher supply than it's supposed to be. And he also then packed 2 jump spells, because he knew he cannot get in with the Wall Wrecker's help, right? So instead he took out a freeze and a poison and packed a jump spell. Because we see here that the CC troops will come out quite quickly as well. You will start fighting the Town Hall and it will start to fight back, right? And the CC troops will go out and you can freeze everything. Well, let's see what happens. So he starts the funneling. So this is what I mean with you need to be a little bit patient. If nothing can reach your witches, it's okay. Just let them fight for a while. And here we have a bomb deploying. So maybe it's a little bit quick here with the deployment of witches and bowlers. But the bomb didn't hit them anyway, so that's fine. So it starts fighting back here. The Town Hall is starting to fight back already. But since Zarec probably most likely scouted him before, he knew there was no clan castle troops in here. So that's awesome. Then we don't even need the poison. And this strategy becomes even more viable. Sometimes you can skip the poison for another freeze, actually. So it will probably blow up soon, and he activates the Grand Warden because he want to save his army. And here comes the jump spell. Still under the Grand Warden's influence, and a rage spell, so it just swarms into the middle. And here comes the other jump spell. So he can get past this part and into the next damage dealing area. And as you can see, almost all his troop is alive. So he freezes the scatter shot, which makes tremendous amounts of damage. The boulders handle one. And now his army is a little bit spread. And this is looking quite fine. I think this is where he probably expected the fight to end, but his queen still has her ability, which you probably don't want to use here. No, you want to save it as late as possible. And now there's just a few defenses left here that can actually shoot. So he activates it, and then it's a surprising 100% versus an almost maxed out Town Hall 13, which was actually impressive. GG, thank you for watching. Here's a few more nice videos to watch. I hope to see you next time.